Sean Manaea has burst onto the top prospect scene after a solid 2012 with Indiana State, followed by a dominant summer in the Cape Cod League. The 6'5" lefty with a power arm is a scout's dream, and major league clubs are watching closely as he attempts to lead the Sycamores to a second consecutive MVC title.
As far as raw ability goes, Sean's the best that I've had. Just pure, raw, arm strength, size, potential down the road. As good as Sean is right now, I still think he's 3 or 4 years away from even coming close to reaching his potential.
I just try to be calm about everything, and I don't try to pitch for the scouts. I just try to pitch for what I do.
The Wanata, Indiana native has come a long way in learning how to pitch instead of simply trying to overpower hitters.
When he was a freshman, he was more of a thrower and had to really focus on just throwing strikes and trying to get ahead of hitters.
Despite his imposing presence, Manaea keeps it loose. He enjoys having fun and staying relaxed.
I feel like if I'm being too serious, then I get way into my head and I think about stuff way too much, and that's where I feel like I get into trouble.
A great deal of Manaea's success is based off his fastball, which can be clocked up to 96 miles an hour and has natural movement, sometimes up to 6 inches. That, along with his 3/4 delivery, makes it very tough for hitters.
It's 92 to 96. Some days it's higher, some days it's a little bit lower. It just depends on the weather. It moves anywhere between 6 to 10 inches, and that's why it's so effective. It's crazy how much it moves.
The big lefty made an adjustment to his motion this summer.
I was just messing around. I started going over the top of my head, and they said, yeah, dude, you look really smooth. So I started doing that, and just before I knew it, I was if I felt something wrong, I could totally fix it.
Of course, there are very few pitchers who can get by with only a fastball. Manaea has a nasty slider that is near impossible for lefties to recognize, and a split changeup that drops off the table, particularly effective against right-handed hitters.
The slider, it's real hard, and it bites real hard, and to lefties it's devastating. And if it's on, it's game over for anybody that faces him. His split changeups, that's his kicker right there. It's a split changeup, and it drops 1.5 feet against righties.
There's a long season to be played for ISU, but we all know what Sean's future may be.
It's definitely been my dream, ever since I started playing baseball, and I feel like it hasn't really changed, but just having the success I had, I just feel like I'm one step closer to making being in MLB actual reality.